Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hive, where the grinding never stops, the gains are real, and we cope with pain using dumb jokes, heavy sets, and an unhealthy amount of caffeine. I'm Vertex, and let's get into it. Guess what day it is? Well, I'm guessing if you can read, you could probably tell what day it is. It is leg day. We are starting off today with doing something we call Platts squats. I don't know if there's actually a technical name for this, but I guess it's a hack machine sissy squat combo. All we know is we saw some Tom Platts edits about it and wanted to try it. If you have not tried this exercise before and you enjoy leg day and the feeling of your legs trying to crawl off of your body, this will be a great exercise for you. So you get down to about where you would normally squat, and then you roll your hips forward and touch ass to calves, or heels rather in this case, and go up on your toes, and you get a really, really deep stretch. And when you're in that bottom position, you can push through your toes and make it into a almost leg extension kind of feeling. As of me recording this voiceover, it has been 3 days since we recorded this video, and my quads are still hella sore. If you are planning on doing these and also trying to plan on, possibly recording for another specific white and blue website, if you invited any friends over for that, you may need to cancel. This will leave you messed up for at least a few days, honestly, if you do it right. I'm very experienced with leg days, and these mess me up. We keep these for special occasions. If you are wanting to give these a try, I highly recommend doing it without any weights on the bar or the machine, and keep it to maybe 2 sets. We ended up doing 3 sets of these, which normally we'll only possibly do 2, depending. If I'm on my bulk, I'll maybe do 3, but I think you could get plenty of growth from just 2 of these sets. This is one of those exercises that may give you some weird looks from the other people at the gym, but it's so effective, and it just feels good, honestly. Yeah, there we go. I even failed on that. This one is very interesting to fail on as well, because if you do fail, it's going to be in that bottom position, but you can probably just put your hips back and drive through your heels and lift the weight that you have on the bar, just squat it up with no problem. My gym bro kind of waddled over there to help me, because that's just what you do. And I was just able to tuck my hips back and push through my heels and get that weight up absolutely no problem. Oh yeah, there we go. Last rep from that exercise. We're gonna do something I honestly am not the biggest fan of. We just did it for some variety. We're gonna go over to the lying leg curl. We don't have a cable machine for this one. Kind of a plate loaded setup we got here. I don't know, something about it just rubs me the wrong way. Maybe it's the way the weight slams into my thighs. It's not accompanied by any other metrics of pleasure, so maybe it's just missing that. Maybe I could add something to the machine, maybe like my own attachment to get me motivated to do these more. I just prefer seated. I feel like even though our seated hamstring curl machine isn't the best, I can still tweak it to match my preferences better, and I can get a gnarly workout from it. And I am not that coordinated, so I try to do one leg at a time typically when I do this. It takes way longer, so I only recorded one set for myself. But you're just sitting there with your face in a pillow, waiting, I guess. That's typically how I'm left, though. I recorded my gym bro's second set because he's also way better at this exercise than I am. I think he has just a little bit more experience getting into this sort of position. Which is weird for me to say because I'm kind of the sub in this relationship. I think it's the contraction part. My body just doesn't understand. It feels good in the stretched position. In the eccentric position or movement, it feels fine. Just the concentric, there's something about it that I am not a fan of. But it's still fun to mess around on different machines, get a variety in. From those, we are going into the seated leg press, we're already pretty fatigued from both the curls, laying leg curls, and the flat squats. So we're going relatively low weight. Really nice control, at least on the eccentric there, and then just pushing through, throwing that heavy weight off you and getting ready to have another nice controlled eccentric. I actually should have checked this machine. I don't know if it's just the way my legs are built, but I can squat pretty decently, so I can bottom out most machines whenever I'm trying to do my leg presses. So yeah, there we go. I had to reach up and adjust it. We need to have a leg day where the leg press is the main pushing movement. We need to do that real soon, because those days are brutal, and I absolutely love the leg press. It's really hard to do it in the second half of the workout or later in the workout, just because of the driving power you need to get a good set in. So this is our plate loaded leg extension machine. You can try to do both legs together, but we were actually doing sort of a rest pause, I guess you can say, where you pump out reps with the one leg. Here, we'll just show you. Pump out reps, and then, yep, there it goes. Finish that leg off, and go over to the other leg. And as you'll see here in just a minute, he will then, when he reaches the same amount of reps with this leg, he'll switch back to the other leg and do some more reps. It gives your legs just enough time to recover a little bit. But still very fatigued. And whenever you switch back over to your other leg, you'll feel it. I think you're only going to be able to do, like, he did 10 for the first one. I think he only hits like 6 for the second one. This exercise will give you such an insane quad pump. If you've ever had the kind where you're questioning if you should be able to take a step, if you could take a step without your knees buckling underneath you, just due to the sheer amount of blood in your legs, this particular exercise would be great for you. Also, if you are trying to cut down on overall time spent in the gym, this is a good way to fit in a lot of volume in a short amount of time. You train pretty consistently close to failure, reaching failure several times. I would recommend not more than 3. Whenever you see my set, this one right here, I do 1, 2, I think I fail 3 times total. Going past that is kind of difficult. You totally could, but at that point you might just be doing 1 rep at a time, and I would prefer to be at least, I think for like my last one, I did like 2 reps, but I like to have it at least 2 to 4 in the last one. Whenever you're hitting only between those numbers, it gets really difficult to do anything past that, and you might just be struggling with the weight instead of actually doing the reps, So actually focusing on performing the rep correctly, you're just going to be focused on trying to move it. And that's just going to be natural. That's just your body's fight or flight kicking in. And we're doing some self-assisted on the side over here. It's actually quite convenient to just get that one more in whenever we're actually logging hours. We don't count, or I don't personally count that rep. I don't know if he does or not. I'm not too tied up in what he does whenever he does his own logging, but to keep it consistent, whatever rep I actually fail on, I will say I completed 10 full reps, failed while trying to do the 11th rep. I think we only recorded one set of these two because they take forever. I think we only did 2 sets total anyways. These are killer. This leg day was a really good template if you want to have that feeling of being unable to walk out of the gym in a safe manner. After the leg extensions, we're just moving over to do some, I guess they're called donkey calf raises. I don't know. Today was kind of a variety day. So what we usually do is we'll load up one of the squatting machines, like leg press or something, and just do our weighted calf raises like that. We don't have a dedicated calf raise machine other than this one. This is the only dedicated calf raise machine. I really wish we did have like a shoulder loaded calf raise machine, but make do with what you got. It even has handlebars and is right in front of a mirror, so you could gaze lovingly into your own eyes while you pump out your reps. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, I'm not saying I am. If you are, go right ahead. Alright, gang, that's enough pain for today. Don't forget to hydrate, lift heavy, eat your protein, and question your life choices. This is Vertex, signing off.